Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another H-Pars 4 replay. Don't know why I had trouble saying the word 4, or number 4. So on the south side as the red English, we have 1puppypaw. So on the north side as the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have VortiX. Berries being collected up here. When it comes to map generation, we do have... Oh yeah, this is a custom map, I think. Got the 3 large gold deposits in the center, as well as 2 large stone. That's pretty much standard, so this game becomes more or less a King of the Hill style, and a fight over the center. For the Abbasid player, we do have deer next to some berries, so that's good amount of food there. The sheep is standing watch over the region. This map does offer 3 or 4 small deposits of 3 deer, so maybe a group of professional scouts and bring home the nut bacon would be nice. The venison. The English player has a pair of farms here. English farms, of course, dirt cheap, so it's less likely to expand the map. He'll likely not touch these berries. He also has a bit of gold, stone, and deer here. So his other gold deposit is pretty safe. Small stone deposits spawn a little bit forward. Abbasid stone deposits are pretty safe, especially this one. Even though it's forward, there's quite a bit of natural foliage. Foliage? I can't speak, can I? But either way, we've got the Abbey Kings now being deployed on the field, as well as the military wing. Abbey Kings, of course, will give him a free king, and the military wing will give him a pair of spearmen and archers, among other things. We got quite a bit of sheep there, from both players. Red does find a 10th and 11th sheep there. Blue has 4 there. And it looks like almost all the sheep's been claimed for the English. He needs to drop off those sheep, sends them to the mining camp so he can send them to the town center. He has a decent number of sheep there. But it looks like the English did better in sheep, because that's 9 sheep in total, and he immediately went for the berries. So the English player has 12 sheep there, 8 the other 3, so 15 versus 9. So the blue has, or red has found 6 more sheep. The king's now being built, spearmen and archers pushing their way forward. The English player looks like eyeing for a secondary town center, almost enough stone. Taking some damage there. And the English villagers are going to stand and fight. Their damage is similar to regular archers without the bonus damage or the attack speed or the health to back it up. They're basically a weak archer, a militia archer if you will. English player does get a 293 stone. He needs 350 to get the town center. You could try getting this stone instead. The king is deciding to push his way forward. Blue scout may have spotted it. Taking time to get enough wood. He has enough wood for a town center. Now he's going to brave his villagers. It's good volley there. And now with number of castles, they have increased attack speed. As well as sheer numbers. The king makes his way forward. Does not get a spear brace there. Villagers to get a good volley there. Takes up both the spearmen, allowing the archers to be picked off by the king. Villager does get inside the town center. And everything gets cleaned up. Plus, the English town center does have 2 arrows rather than just 1. Small, important for the Dark Age and a little bit in the Feudal Age, but that's about it. The Abbasid player has deployed out secondary town center as well, getting some berries now. Still built a mill to improve the capacity of the berries. Very important since they get plus 30% collection rate as well as plus 30% or plus 100 max capacity. King's now moving around. Ding dong, there's a scout nearby. Murder him. Gold deposit being clicked on up. You may eye for the white tower in the center of the map, or you can eye for the king's palace to get tertiary town center queue. Villager may go down there. does go down there. Villagers got a bit of a shank onto the king as well. At 60 structures, of course, get plus 20% production speed on villagers, which 60 structures is probably a castle, if not imperial aged target. So that's likely not going to be a possibility. So both players have been 2 villager queues. Both sides have killed off 1 villager. The Abbasid player has a single villager lead, or make that 2 villagers. So about 1.5. Oh, he's gonna try. He tried to snipe or pick off that wounded villager there with the scout. It has 8 health remaining, so another 8 more shanks and he's down. And now the king's charging with 4. It gets a good charge attack there. And does not get a kill on the villager. Must have hit the wrong villager. King takes some damage. The scout may want to take time to start torching down the walls. The king could take time to stay out of combat to get the health regen. House and barracks now going on up. There's a health regen out of combat. And looks like English players are already age up. Let's see which landmark he goes for. The villagers here building. Goes for the White Tower. I don't know why them moving there. I thought could have sworn it was going to be the King's Palace, but the White Tower is now being put on the field, which also acts as a production queue for whatever he chooses. Probably be eyeing for some knights. Abbasid player could counter with some camel riders. And he is going to take time to torch down that wall with a scout, allowing the king get its health regen going. Ultra Wing now being researched, which can give him cheaper and faster technology. The medical centers is a bit of a niche technology, but can be useful. There's no trade posts on this map, so it is not a good idea to go for the trade wing. Though I believe you can still trade with your own markets, but it has like a 75% reduction or 25% less reduction in resources. So it is still possible you can self-trade, but still probably not worth it. English player likely, if the English player is able to age up to Imperial Age before his opponent, he should probably go with the Berkshire Castle instead of the map. Be a bit more risky trying to rush that out, but will provide some great defense. If he ages up second, it may be a good idea for him to actually go for the Weingard Palace, the Warngard Palace. The Warngard Palace can give him access to dirt cheap trebuchets to help siege down any sort of emplacement in the center of the map. While if he is also all the way back at home, the Berkshire Castle will of course provide good defense, but you're still in a losing situation. And that's why it's simply a prolonged losing situation. It's all about who can conquer the center of the map will do just fine. And the Berkshire Castle can provide excellent coverage to all of them. Abbasid player is now aged on up, Knight falling back with some spearmen, Abbasid spearmen on the field. Not even hardened spearmen, just regular spearmen. There's a hardened spearman research. Additionally, if he goes for mass man-at-arms, they may not do all too well versus the powerful Ghiloms the Abbasid Dynasty can deploy on the field. So the Warngard Palace could offer some unique and powerful units, especially the Warngard Ranger. The Warngard Ranger has 2 additional range than Longbowman, as well as having better stats. And so that will be a 9 range Longbowman. Place on the center of the map, put them on some walls on the center of the map, then that's 11 range Longbowman, which is pretty much very close to the same range of the Berkshire Castle, which is 15, still quite a bit shorter, but can still provide the same effect. I think Warngard Longbowman can be a good alternative to the Berkshire Castle, as well as being a bit more mobile. As I mentioned before, and also the free trebuchets. You can get with a Vanguard army, which is what, 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen for like 400 resources. Well, 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a trebuchet. Not only is it cheaper than a trebuchet, you can also get out a couple spearmen and crossbows go along with it. Very, very cheap. If one goes for a good number of camels, Vanguard footmen will be the excellent counter to that, since they are a heavy infantry unit that does bonus damage versus cavalry. Horsemen are going down, spearmen there. The king's almost down as well, being pursued by the lancer. Both players are very far from aging up, so it looks like both players are going to be eyeing for our extended castle age. The king is almost dead. Maybe send a scout to try to interrupt the movement of the lancer. Not really cutting corners all too well. Over here we've got the knights and lancers engaging. Knights have the lancers outnumbered. Wounded knight does fall back. Hopefully there's a monk on the field. The king is dead. Those knights are really bugging out. He may lose them. Spearmen engaging. There are hardened spearmen. No veteran spearmen research yet, but it is on the build queue. Knights falling on back. More housing being built. Some knights are wounded. The king's been redeployed.
تقدموا أيها الرجال النبلاء. سأفعل ذلك. تأدية الواجب ليست عبئا. أمرك. حافظوا على صفوفكم أيها الفرسان.
Long live the king. The king was dead, and now long live him. Do now the lancers gain some good hits there on the villagers. Knight does intercept. One villager does go down. And the rest of the villagers do escape on out of there. The Lancer's taking some damage. The Abbasid player does have a nice little village advantage since he's been getting some good kills. And now since some of these knights are out of combat, they're getting some good health regen benefits. I suppose if you don't have a monk, the king does provide good health benefits. The king is dead. Soon, long live the king. Let's take some damage here. Plus, now there's a camel lancer. He can fall back to the abbey in order to get some health regen as well. It too can give good health regen, or in fact, it is 6 health regen per second when out of combat. Longbowman being employed on the field, help engage those spearmen. Going for the veteran longbowman research. No blacksmith research on the way. The Abbasid player does have +1 range armor and melee armor. As well as melee damage, going for more range armor. No range damage, which is not very common, but he's not deployed down any range units, so quite understandable. Though the +1 range damage will be useful to help put damage on the knights. They do have right now 4 armor. And Garrison Town Center will, of course, can't be improved by those arrows. By those upgrades, blah, can't speak. Spearmen wards away the knights. Knights are wounded. No king redeployment. They're just backing off from the gold mine. Almost also, there may be a breach there. It may be a good idea to start going for this lumber deposit and maybe just go for the safe one later. Villagers getting hit there, and that gold mine's almost depleted. 51 gold remaining. Villager does go down there. The English player almost has enough food to age on up. Got a number of longbowmen here, but they're not going to be good against the knights. They have 8 damage at the moment. No range damage right now. And the knights have 6 armor, so they only take 2 damage each from those longbowmen. And he's going for the Vanguard Palace. I think... I was gonna say, his opponent has not established himself in the center of the map yet. Could be possible he can sneak the Berkshire Castle there, but he is on more defensive. He's fighting against a larger force in the field. He knows his opponent has a good number of knights, so the Vanguard Palace may be a good idea if he wants to age up and not buy the Berkshire Castle. And gets a good number of traps there onto those Lancers. We also got a single camera right there providing its powerful debuff against all these nearby knights. Does see all the spearmen, needs to keep his distance from them. And maybe a good idea right now to go for some Vanguard Footmen. Vanguard Footmen will give him bonus damage versus those Lancers, while also having good armor against the spearmen, being a heavy infantry unit. They can't get affected by armor clad, so you don't have to worry about actually researching the upgrade, as well as you don't have to worry about getting the elite man-at-arms research. Or the early man-at-arms research in this case. Longbowman taking some damage. Vanguard Footman being pulled in the field. Knights heading up north, 6 sides being captured up by red. Got some spearmen there. Their pointy sticks are pretty good at stabbing monks. Who's going for a keep on the map? He's going to make a move into the gold in the center. This gold is being cleaned up. He knows this one is collecting from there. He saw that earlier. We're going to take an opportunity to start impaling these villagers. Looks like it's an attack move. You can tell by the flag. Ordering that single village to be dead. Does get one villager there. Versus forces rotating around. A round of Vanguard Footmen have been pulled in the field. Since Vanguard Footmen is such a rare unit, let's talk about them. They have only 3 melee armor, but 5 range armor, so they have more range armor than melee armor. They also get +5 versus cavalry, so they're doing 25 damage versus cavalry. They also have 280 health each. That is very significant, and plus they can always be affected by elite army tactics. The base damage is 20, which is basically man-at-arms melee damage when fully upgraded, with even with elite army tactics. Right now, the Vanguard Footmen come out as a fully upgraded man-at-arms and can still be upgraded further. Got some torches here, taking on this outpost. We also do see the Vanguard, cavalry or raiders. 3 horsemen, 3 knights. The horsemen are right now unupgraded. Also come for some Vanguard man-at-arms. Early man-at-arms research on the way. Knights and horsemen now engaging. Regular knights straight forward, getting some health regen benefits from the abbey, walking by it. Got some longbowmen here as well. He has elite longbowmen. You can now go in creating research since it has infinitely more viability than the trade wing. Sounds like the king went down. King's Play does also have 3 relics claimed, 1 relic picked up. Armor-clad elite mana or veteran man-at-arms research, or not veteran, standard man-at-arms research. No elite knight research, so he may be eyeing not to deploy out any further knights, so he's going to skip the elite knight research and just use them as another force. Let's get out some more Vanguard Footmen. Got some Mangonels here. We now got the Vanguard Army, which does for 100, 100, 200. You get 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a trebuchet. Each spearman is 80, each crossbow is 120. So that's 400 resources there, which is cost 400, and just get a free trebuchet to go along with it. Crossbows will be useful to mix on in to help punch through his opponent's lancers, which he doesn't have a whole lot at the moment. Spearmen's, hardened spearmen's, doesn't have any of those research as well. It's basically a trebuchet with some free units, extra fodder. Does get a spear brace there. Elite man-at-arms, elite spearmen. Going to see some hand cannoneers for the Abbasid player. Got a secondary trebuchet being built as well. That many spearmen, longbow are still a good item. And I think maybe some Vanguard Rangers could be very useful, but he does need some trebuchets help hitting these keeps. Flash projectiles wouldn't hurt as well, at least not him. The other Vanguard army being pulled on the field. Who's going for some stone walls here? Maybe those stone walls are being built too far out. Crossbows and hand cannoneers trying to deal with these English man-at-arms. He has +3 range damage, but nothing else in blacksmith research, the English player. So his longbows are glass cannons right now, does not have the arrow volley research. Be able to point out some spring gulls and mangonels, very nice. Abbasid Dynasty course get free improved siege engineers. Number of citadels having research as well. Keep taking some damage there. Trying to push back forward, trying to hit those villagers, very nice. Spring Gulls firing away, the Mangonels find a volley down the man-at-arms and the Vanguard footmen. Nice charging way forward, finds a hit on some of these villagers, and he goes straight for the siege weapons. Some longbowmen are getting tied up onto the keep, not great. Got these man-at-arms trying to hit those Mangonels now, some of the longbowmen getting hit by the Mangonels. One of the Mangonels do go down. Villagers being forced away from the keep. Some of the villagers going down as well. The villagers number is not even. Anything else on the hand cannoneers? Mangonel finds one more volley. Very small splash. And English player's going back on off. He has a keep here as a backline defense. He did run out of stone here, so you can start collecting up this stone. So that's actually maybe a little bit too close. At least too close for comfort. Knight goes down there. More rocks hitting the keep. Springballs hitting down south. Round of Vanguard Rangers now being pulled on the field. We do now have elite army tactics being researched by the English players as well. Keep will go down, removing one defensive placement from the map. He has done a good job of stealing this gold. He has no gold in reserve, so he can't afford to lose gold mine. These villagers may want to migrate to this one here. Mangonel finds an okay hit there. Some more hits there. Spring Gulls have 10 range armor. The elite longbow have 12 damage there. Actually do a little bit extra damage there. No incendiary arrows. Great hit there on those long bows. Need some more hits there. The villagers, I really believe they should rotate around to this gold deposit. Please continue collecting. Hand cannoneers firing away. Another good hit there. And the Vanguard arm being on the field. You see, there's a Vanguard Ranger. They have right now +2 damage, +30 health, and the +3 damage, +30 health, and of course a lot of extra range. So it sounds like they're 33% more effective. And that extra range is going to be very useful. Their attack speed is still the same as well. Now they can pick off those hand cannoneers themselves. They have this, and Blue does back in the game now. This Angrid saying, "Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay."